Hey, you might be finding out this video because you want to know the best settings to play Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer on. There's a lot of things over here in these lists and we're going to run through them right here, right now. And I'm going to show you the settings that I play on whenever I'm recording videos, whenever I'm doing live streams, and whenever I'm crushing noobs. Hey, you might be here because you want to know the best possible settings to play Black Ops 4 multiplayer on, and I have all of the settings that I use right over here in these lists whenever I'm playing multiplayer, whenever I'm obviously recording content, whenever I'm doing my live streams. You guys want to know what I'm using? I'm going to give it to you right now. So first we're going to start with the controls. For look inversion, I play standard. I do not play inverted. That's not possible. There's no way I'm going to be able to move my joysticks in reverse inverted directions to be able to look around and aim and stuff like that. For my sensitivity, for my horizontal, I use a 6 sensitivity. For my vertical, I use 5. I play on a little bit lower than most people. I think in the last year or two, I've kind of increased it a little bit. I used to play like 3 and 3 back in the day because I'm someone who really focuses on having an extremely accurate shot. If you've watched my class setup videos, if you watch my videos on how to get nuclears, how to increase your KD, all of that good stuff, I always swear by having an accurate shot, because if you're shooting and spraying and praying and you can't hit bullets on your enemy, what else are you doing? As for the assist and vibration, target assist I have on. You always want to have your aim assist on whenever you're targeting enemies. That's something that's absolutely essential whenever you're playing online, whenever you're playing multiplayer, whenever you're using a controller. You definitely want to have your target assist and your aim assist on. You want to have to be able to, again, pick up the most accurate shot possible whenever you go to aim down sight. For me, controller vibration is an absolute must. Some people might prefer not to use it because they might say the vibration might cause, the controller to shake a little bit. It might cause them to not have an accurate shot. For me, I'm able to manage the recoil for the most part, and I feel like the vibration allows me to know, in addition to visually being able to see whenever I'm shooting someone I should pick up a kill, I feel like, whenever you have kind of an idea of how many connected bullets hitting an enemy should feel like say if it's like an AR that's like a 4-shot kill, or an SMG that might be a 5-shot kill or something like that, like you feel those hit markers, so it's like boom, 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 done. Like I get used to that. I'm someone that learns by like muscle memory, I guess you could say, and I feel like that's something that I like to have. I feel like that helps me be a better player whenever I'm playing multiplayer and picking up kills. As for the stick layout, I use the default stick layout, nothing too crazy with that. And for my button layout, I play default on that as well. And I think a lot of you guys might play tactical. There's going to be some people that say they might use like a bumper jumper, stick and move. But for me, I play default. And the reason why I play default is because I use a Scuff gaming controller. I have a Scuff Impact. You can see I have 2 paddles here on the back. So that allows me to be able to play with a default button layout, but I'm still able to jump shot. I'm still able to drop shot to an extent in this game. Obviously, to get a true drop shot like we've known in past Call of Duty games, you're going to want to run grip 2 when you have the option, because that's going to allow you to be able to get a real true drop shot like we've known for a long time. But using the Scuff gaming controller for me is something that I have found to be very, very useful in increasing the quality of my gameplay. I'm not partnered with Scuff at this time. I don't know that I ever even will be, but I would definitely recommend getting one if you can. As for the buttons up top of the controller, your L's, L1, R1, L2, R2, I play default. I like to be able to shoot with the bottom triggers because I came from Xbox. That is what feels normal for me. It's what feels, I don't know, the most comfortable. I think a lot of you guys, or some of you guys that might have played like old school PlayStation back in the day, you might play with them flipped. Let me know down in the comments, do you play flipped or do you play default with your triggers? I do want to know that. I want to see how many people use different things there. Over into the graphics, for me and my monitor, for what I play on, I use a 20% brightness level. I think that might be a little bit different person to person, what screens you play on, whether you play on a TV or a monitor. I believe that's one of the things they always have you set up whenever you first load up a game, so that's probably a good reason why. I play with colorblind mode off. As for player name indicator, I like to see the full player's name. I don't like to see abbreviations or icons. I want to see their name. I want to know who I'm shooting at, and who I'm killing, or maybe who's killing me or something like that. Split screen orientation, I don't play split screen, but I'm pretty sure horizontal would be the absolute standard with that. Your preview of your safe area, that's pretty self-explanatory. Take the arrows, put them on the edge of the screen. I feel like these days most hardware, most screens and stuff can detect your resolution and kind of set that up for you by default. As for audio, I play on Master Volume 10. My audio presets, I have changed over to Super Crunch recently. I've been liking playing on Super Crunch. It's something a little bit different than Treyarch Mix. I don't like to have high bass boost. I feel like Super Crunch gives like a, I don't know, I feel like you just hear the overall sounds and the environment better. So I'm thinking that's what I'm probably going to be sticking with, and I think you guys should definitely take a look at it, try it out, see if it's something you like using as well. For the in-game voice volume, that's the in-game characters and announcers. I've been playing on a 5 lately. I've actually kind of like played with it a little bit, but I don't like to hear the characters quite as much, you know? I want to be able to play the game. I want to hear the in-game sounds in the environment. You know, I want to be able to hear like the sound effects. Obviously, I have that at 10. I want to be able to hear the footsteps. I want to be able to hear the gunfire. I want to hear score streaks getting called in. I want to know what's going on at all times. As for the cinematics and volume, I just bumped them down just a little bit. I don't feel like they're too overpowered. I don't feel like they're too crazy. It's nice to have a little bit of background music and sound and audio in the background, but it's not something that you necessarily need to make you a better player. Multiplayer dialogue, I just leave that on. Let's call outs and stuff, whatever. Controller sound, definitely turn it off. You don't need sounds coming through your controller. That's not something you're going to use, especially in these days when a lot of players use gaming headsets now whenever they're playing. If not, it's coming through your TV more than likely, so I really don't feel like that you need to hear controller sound at all. I don't feel like that's useful. Subtitles, don't need it on. I don't need to see anything popping up on text. There's a few situations where some people might need that, but that's not something that we technically need. As for network, I think the only thing here that's really important is I turn my connection meter on. So in my in-game menu, if I pop it up in multiplayer, I can see the connection meter. I can see if I'm, you know, if I have a good ping, I can see if I'm lagging a little bit. At least I might know, like, oh, hey, I can see why my shots aren't doing quite as much damage, or it's taking a little bit longer to kill somebody, or holy crap, I'm shredding them. We must be playing on my host. As for mute all except party, I leave that off because for the most part, I feel like I like to try to hear people. I like to communicate with people. Sometimes people are like, oh, hey, you're Dexbot from KARNAGE. Are you really in KARNAGE? Or sometimes like, hey, man, you're a piece of crap. You're hacking, you know? And then I like to have a little bit of fun with it. So I like to at least give people a chance to say something, maybe have a conversation, maybe talk some smack, and then I go from there. If I need to mute them in a situation, then I'll take care of that. As for content filter, graphic content, leave it on. I'm not young. You know, zombie cartoon mode off, user-generated content off. That's pretty much my settings that I use whenever I play Call of Duty Black Ops 4 in multiplayer. Let me know down in the comments if you guys use anything different, and definitely let me know. I want to know what sensitivities you play on and if you play with your buttons flipped. I want to know that. So let me know down in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you're going to try anything else out different, click the thumbs up button and leave a like. It would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys soon in a live stream or a video.
I ain't never slowing down, getting paid now, I'ma lay it down, I'ma say it loud, say it proud, never had a doubt. Every word on my mouth, every verb that I shout, I'ma act on it now, get it out, I gotta get it out now.